Aloha and welcome to Lucy's Paradise podcast. Today I have an interesting one because Alexis and I are going to be talking about the Netflix documentary that's like the number one documentary right now called The Crash. Wait a second. I feel like I hear something in the background.
Is it my fan? Do you hear my fan?
I think so.
Okay. I gotta turn it
Damn, you might have to turn it off.
off. I'm gonna have to suffer. Got to suffer together. It's hot.
It's hot. I know it's hot here too.
Boy, it was cold earlier. Okay.
Sorry, I don't think I know. Okay, that's so much better. Okay. Yeah, that shit was loud. Okay. I'll edit all this out. Okay. Okay. My first question for you is just give me like your impression of the Netflix documentary. And did you hear about this story before? Just curious.
I did not. Or
Okay,
maybe
me neither.
Asking, but no, nothing that I like paid attention to. No.
I don't remember this story like back in 2022. So I was like, what the fuck is this? Okay. I was just curious.
Yeah. I think Netflix did a good job in putting together the story, but I think they did not filter the interviews enough. Also, I saw an interview with Dom's sister, and they said that like they let her watch it before, and she had to ask them to cut out a bunch of stuff because it was like false. So I don't know. I feel like they did a good job of telling the story, but
like of the crash itself.
Yeah, like that was crazy. Like just hearing the sound, like they seen the
Oh my god, yeah. Dude, I can't.
Yeah, that was intense. That was
so I forget who described it as like a missile or something, and I was like, yeah, kind of low key.
It did sound like something.
She was freaking going fast, bro.
like, yeah. At 100, are you kidding? And your foot's not coming off the pedal.
So, okay, I'm curious, like, what did you think while you were watching it? Did you like think she was guilty in the beginning, or like, I was like crying, and then I was like, wait, what? This girl did this on
I'm
purpose?
not crying.
I had no idea it was gonna take that turn of like they thought she like did it on purpose. I was like, what the heck?
So, I mean, I did kind of like watch the trailer before, and they did kind of mention it, but like, and me just watching it, I just personally felt like something was off. Like, just off. And I feel like, this is my personal opinion, I feel like, yes, this did happen. Yes, she did do it. I think she was angry when it happened. I think she was like yelling at her boyfriend or whatever. I think they were like fighting, and it happened, and she feels the remorse of it actually happening. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Because there were like texts and calls of her like speeding down the road, and Dom's like, hey, can you please stop? And she's like, I will crash this car. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like I kind of got the feeling that's like she did it, but she feels remorse because it happened. But like, I think she just crashed out. She honestly crashed out and just let her.
Really? Because like, I feel like, and I might have to like restart this whole thing, but like, I feel like people don't think she's remorseful at all. I think that's the whole point. And even more so now that she's been in jail, like it's like almost like more obvious that like they're like, dude, you're making it look like even more that it was done on purpose.
When
like I feel like they're
like, I'm sorry I got caught type. I'm like, that's what she feels like. That's what I'm like getting. I'm just getting that she's like, oh, she's sorry that it happened.
Oh, you mean like the remorse for getting caught is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought okay. I thought you meant the remorse from I'm like, dude, she hasn't shown any remorse, but yeah.
No, not like that's more just like, oh, woe is me. Like, I can't believe this happened. Like, she is dawning on her that like she actually did like kill these people. Like, that's hitting her, but she's not. No. Like, no, she's not showing anything.
Yeah. Okay, wait. So before we go too deep into it, I just want to preface a couple of things. First of all, if you haven't watched The Crash yet, we don't want a spoiler alert. So just go like don't watch
Yeah.
this because we're gonna
Yeah.
obviously talk about stuff that if you haven't watched it, you're gonna be spoiled of what happens.
Right.
But mostly it's the number one like Netflix documentary at this point, and I'm pretty sure like almost everybody's watched it. But basically, The Crash is a Netflix documentary about this girl in 2022, Mackenzie Shirilla, who drives her car on purpose with two passengers in the car, one being Dominic Russo, and the other Davion Flanagan, a friend and her boyfriend, and she basically kills them. And in this Netflix documentary, you basically see them piece together everything from the courtroom stuff with the prosecution, showing the evidence, like interviews with the parents, the interview. I thought what was interesting is they interview her friend Rosie, was it?
Rose,
But
I think, yeah.
Rose or whatever that girl's name is,
Mhm.
but she never talked to the police.
I did not like that whole interview with Rose. I
And
did not.
then now, and I'm like so deep into this, I'm listening to all her jail phone calls, and now she's like talking shit about this friend, this girl in her jail
Like,
cell phone calls. I'm
really?
like, yeah, like, dude, those you have to listen to because those,
Yeah.
and then there's something that's gonna come out on Friday. I have to send it to you
Mhm.
of this girl who basically like she listens to all of the jail phone calls and she picks out the most like unhinged weird ones and she like
Yeah.
plays all of them back to back, like
Mhm.
only like the interesting ones. And
Yeah.
so she's doing that with some weird stuff. I don't want to give it away, but on Friday, I might have to make another video about this because there's like so much stuff now
Yeah.
more, but it's
After
like
after the fact.
after the fact. But
Yeah.
okay, so just I just wanted to kind of like overlay that real quick for anyone who like doesn't know what we're talking about. Um, but yeah, that makes sense. What you were saying is that basically she has remorse that she got caught. Do you think she thought she would get away with it? Because
I
I didn't even know about a black box in a car anyway. So like that was kind of news to me. I don't know why I never knew that.
wait, black box. Maybe I don't. What are we talking about?
So okay, so like I'm asking if you think that Mackenzie like thought in her brain, "Oh, I could get away with this." Or do you think she just crashed and thinking she was going to kill herself?
I think she
You
was
know,
just
like
over it and done. I don't think she expected to live.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think she was just expecting to, and that is the like survivor's guilt ish. Like
Mm.
that's all I see there. Like I don't think I really do think she had a moment where she just really completely stopped caring. She was so upset.
But what
Because
okay, another question for you though. Did you watch all of the documentaries on this?
no,
Okay,
no.
this is what I'm wondering because I'm wondering what you know compared to what I know because I've watched literally every single documentary. Let me tell you what they are. And I
Okay.
had to, dude, my mom is so funny. She wanted me to send her this screenshot because she wanted to watch all of them too. And I was like, dead. I'm like, I can't believe I'm sending you this screenshot. And she was like, what's Threads? Because I got the screenshot off Threads. I'm like, girl, that's just where I get my information. Don't worry.
That's the
Um,
news.
Oh my, I'm so dead that I had to send this to my mom. Okay, hold on, I gotta scroll up a little. But I screenshotted it because I wanted to watch the other ones because what people are saying basically, the consensus online is
Mhm.
that the Netflix documentary left out some important key details, which is why
Yeah.
people think that she did it.
Yeah.
And obviously you want those details in something like a documentary, but I think that was the point, is I think that
Yeah.
like too many of the people involved were bitching about it, that they made so many edits that there's so much missing now, right? Or I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just okay. So after watching The Crash, I went and watched 3 other documentaries about the case. This girl says Mean Girl Murders on Hulu, season 2, episode 7, Killer Cases on Hulu, season 4, episode 12, and Dr. Insanity, it's on Tubi, season 2, episode 4. And then there's a Law and Order Hell on Wheels, and you can actually get that on YouTube, I believe, or Law and Crime Hell on Wheels. So that's the ones I found there. And if you want the screenshot, Alexis.
Send
But
it to
basically one of the pieces of information was that now remember now, when there's a deep investigation like this, like they take your phone, okay? And your phone has tremendous amounts of data. I mean, your phone will tell people, how many hours of sleep you get to how much activity you get. to like what you're doing at work, right? Because I mean, everywhere I go is pretty much mapped, right? I'm mapping everywhere
Right.
I go.
Right.
My point being is that when they analyzed her phone in one of the other documentaries, they basically discovered that she drove that route on that road about 7 times in one day a week prior. And so those were like different types of information, pieces of information, besides kind of learning about her character. That this is the thing too. When somebody has your phone, they have every single video, every single photo, and every single conversation you're having. So like they have a pretty good
Yeah.
amount of information to figure out what kind of character you have.
Right.
And like that's what they had to figure out about this person.
Man.
You know, like what is she talking about all day long? What are the so anyway, I don't well, I don't want to ramble too much about that, but
But to me, it all ended up being like that, like sassy girl, schoolgirl behavior. I've heard that even in prison, she's acting the same way. Like the way she would treat her teachers, she's treating the guards the same way. Like, and then you have
Mhm.
other people that are like, no, she's an angel. She's an angel. I don't know. I feel like the behavior speaks for itself. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really it's tough to know, right? Because like even obviously when I'm watching it for the first time and like again, I never knew about this story, I don't think,
Mhm.
because most things like when I do hear about them, I'll then do like a deeper dive and then I kind of know like everything about what happened. So this never when I saw the documentary on there, I was like, "Oh, this is like number 1 right now. Like what is this?"
Yeah.
And it none of it was recognizable to me. So I was watching it, I just hit play and I was watching it like completely fresh, like
But for
never heard of it. Yeah,
yeah.
never Google searched it, nothing.
Right.
So I'm going along with the documentary, watching it, and I think the parts that kind of stood out to me the most are like when the cops are like telling the dad what happened or telling the mom. Like, those are, like, really significant moments, but
Mhm.
those are also, like, like, super tough conversations that, like, cops have to have, you know, of, like, we have
Yeah.
to tell you, like and then it sucks because they have to, like, tell you kinda what's going on, but, like, they can't tell you everything that's going
Every
on,
right. I
and it's
watched
like,
the
it
video.
sucks.
Yeah, Dom's mom getting told like, "Hey, your son is deceased." I watched like I you could just hear and feel the agony, like the pain of her losing like her child. Like you could literally like just hear it and feel it. I watched it and I was just like, this is insane. And she kept saying things like, I didn't like how she was driving anywhere. I didn't like her driving or like like, it's almost like, she knew things and, like, not was expecting it, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't
I
know, that
think
to watch.
it's just this is one okay, there's a couple things that come to my mind, okay? The first thing is, you know, if I was involved, me personally, right? If I was involved in a situation like this, I would at some point say, like, I would not do this on purpose because, like, I would have to be knowing that I'm putting myself in danger,
I'm
right?
scared.
Like it's like I'm like that. I mean, yeah, like going fast is fun, but like going fast and like purposely knowing that you're gonna drive into a wall is like that's not fun. That's like freaking horrifying. So
Yeah,
like I just find it interesting that, like, never once in any of, like, footage about her, she never mentioned that. Like, she never brought that up as, like, something, right?
mhm,
Um, that's one thing, yeah, that I definitely found interesting. Shoot, what was the other thing? I totally dang, it was a good one too. Yeah, I don't know. I think the oh, yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are the chances, like, the coincidental factor, what are the chances, okay, that,
mhm,
like, a week or whatever that incident was,
yeah,
where she, like, threatened to whatever it was, whether it was her threatening to crash or him threatening to crash
right,
or him swerve whatever, it doesn't matter, but what are the chances of it being a coincidence that then, like, a week later,
it just
something like
happened,
that happens,
yeah.
and that it's in a medical emergency?
I don't
Like,
that's
that doesn't like, what are the chances that that happens?
I don't know, and I really don't think she was thinking this through. I do not think so. Also, to what you were saying earlier, it's also about what she's not saying. Like, because in her interview, she does not she remember what she remembered getting in the car, and I think that's about it. And she said she woke up in the
She
hospital
said she said she remembered turning on the street.
or turning on the street or something like that. Like, but what she's giving us is still vague. It's not enough. Do you know what I mean? Like, she still hasn't given us anything. Like, so it's like you want me to believe that you didn't do this, but you're also being super vague about the whole
Well, there
but
there is a lot of people that argue that obviously when you're in, like, a crash this severe that, like, you could potentially lose your memory,
true. That's true.
but I think, like, a more reasonable person, like I think this is what it is with her. She's not convincing enough. Like, in the Netflix episode, like, she doesn't cry about it, like, she doesn't because of, like, her demeanor, like, it just doesn't seem like she's telling the truth. I think that's what it is. I think if you went into a situation where you legitimately lost your memory and you're like, "Bro, I don't even remember if I was mad or, like,
Right.
whatever," you would still have, like, emotions that come with confusion
Yeah, there's
and,
none of
like and
that.
she's talked about having a hypnotist or whatever, but do we really think she's gonna do stuff like that? Like, no, because she doesn't I don't think she I think I don't think she doesn't remember. I think she's just taken it to the grave,
I think
and
so
I
too.
think it's so obvious by, like, her after behavior, you know?
100%. 100%. And I also still will stick to I don't think she was expecting to like live. I don't think she was expecting to keep going. Like she did
I
not.
I I think she thought she was gonna kill all of them, yeah.
Yeah. And then
I
when she
think that was
woke up,
not part of her plan, and she's like, "Oh, fuck."
yeah, she's like, no, that's what I meant in the beginning where she's just like it's hitting her that's like, oh,
Did
this
you
happened.
see when, like, the cop gets to the car and he asks her what her name is? She says her name. She's coherent enough to remember what her name was. So, like, how do you not remember? When the cop
That's
rolled up,
what
he
I'm
said, "Who are you? Who are you?"
saying.
And she said, "I'm Mackenzie." It's like, "Hello, your brain's working, obviously."
But also in the
Isn't
recall,
that
like the
weird?
just telling this story, it's just like I have no memory of it. Like I just oh, you're right. She's just
Like,
not
be real, like, who cheated, you know what I mean?
well, according to a bunch of things that I listened to and watched as well, they were in a toxic relationship. Like it's pretty toxic. So
Yeah, I think, we don't really even get, like, the gist of that until they show that video of her,
mhm. Yeah, in the beginning they kind of
you
painted it
know?
like this loving couple.
I honestly, though, I wanna see all the videos, like, I wanna see the videos that she took of him too when they were fighting.
Mhm. Yeah, 'cause I got to see both
And
sides.
it's not to I don't it's not to yeah, it's not to, like, talk bad about the other individuals or anything like that. I'm just curious on the full picture because yeah, like, and, like, the narrative that's they're kinda spewing now is just, like it's just so convenient to, like, talk about, like, him being a drug dealer, quote, unquote, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, almost, like, demeaning him now or whatever, you know, like
Which is not fair because, like, in all the interviews and everything, that all the people that him and Davion, they both were, like, known for just, like, their bright personality and, like, being people. You know what I mean? Like, they were described as, like, great people. So it's just weird to, like, kinda have that go down. But then also, like, in the documentary, it was saying that he was not struggling for money. So, yeah, maybe he did do that on the side but I don't feel like that affected, like, his personality. I don't know. I feel like he was a really good guy. Just, like, for real and, like, just gone too soon. Like, this whole thing
I was trying to wrap my head around, like, what he liked about this girl.
that's what I was
Like, I'm
trying
like,
to say. I'm like,
I would
maybe
be
in the
so
beginning,
annoyed, bro. I'd be like,
like
"I'm gonna
yeah.
buy you
No,
this shit
I was
more,
thinking
girl."
the exact same thing.
And
Because
then
it's like
especially with him being so calm and then her trying to get in the house too, I would have been like, hell no either, dude. I would have been like, no, bro, like the way you're acting is crazy.
Honestly, I think that might have been the initial attraction because someone's like fire and someone's like water just to kind of cool you down. But then after a while, that calm person is just getting taken advantage of. And I feel like that's what happened with them. Like they started off really cute and it was like whatever. But then it really did get toxic. But I do believe that Mackenzie did not have any type of corrections that were deep enough to make her realize like, oh, I can't do this. And this isn't any case because
What do
like
you think about her parents?
I think her parents are hands off. I think they're completely hands off. I think I someone said that her mom was an alcoholic. I was like,
Bro,
I
the
don't know.
comments be
The comment,
spilling, bro.
the comment, but no, I was like, you know what? I could see it. I'm not gonna take any of this to heart because I don't know these people. But I could see it. Like, and once again, this is all me just looking at like your behavior, what you're saying, what you're doing. Like, they do treat her like can never do wrong. And in turn, she acts like she can never do wrong. Like this happening
I
to
just
her.
okay, what one thing I thought that was weird, you know when the dad was talking about like, oh, she got in trouble at school and then
And we go pick
I
her up.
walked in and I was like, "Did you do it?" And she goes, "No." And he goes, "Good enough for me." I was like, "So you're
Yeah.
just bragging at the fact that you don't even question your own child?
No,
Like
he was
like she's
cool.
not capable of like doing something bad."
No, I think that had
Like
just gone for too long for her because she was what 17 at the time. No, no.
I don't know. I mean, I'm a lot more strict than being like, all right, well, you said you didn't do it." Like, I'm definitely more like I kind of like want to ask you like a million questions and be like,
Well, yes, but also given her history. Like you gotten in trouble at school multiple times. So chances are you probably
well, like,
did.
it's not hard to figure out, like, if your kid is actually doing shit or not. I mean, yeah, you might have to follow them and read their fucking text messages, but, like, it's not impossible, you know what I
I
mean?
feel like
Like,
it wasn't hard with her. She was a person that said she is a person that like says whatever she wants, does whatever she wants. She feels entitled. So I don't think you got to dig deep to see that like there's not. She's very. I know for okay. I think this is what sucks for my brain personally is like she is capitalizing on all of this. Like she really is. Like
well,
she's
that's what
sitting.
I like about Dom's sister, and I do wanna talk about that because I do wanna emphasize that a little bit more than, talking about this psycho the whole time,
Yeah, yeah,
is, um is that Dom's sister, she has her own podcast now. It's the Big Sister Unhinged podcast, and
yes.
she's trying to pass the basically an updated version of the Son of Sam law. And that's a little bit outdated because when the Son of Sam law like came into effect, it was basically for like people to do like not making money off of like book deals after murdering people and things like that. And
Yeah,
now it's updating it more for like social media and like influencing and TikTok and things like that, where you can actually make money monetizing. And I don't think it also included like donation based programs like GoFundMe and stuff like that. So, and it's supposed to be called the Dom and Davian's law now. So
no,
I hope that, yeah, I hope she does pass that. I'm gonna try to find that link and link it in this video too, so people can take a look at that. And then um, I know that Davion's sister, she also has a podcast. I found her on TikTok,
oh
and
my god, I love her.
dude, I fucking love. Why do I love her,
I
dude?
don't know. I loved her in the documentary. I
She
was like,
kind of reminds me
she's
of my niece too, low key.
a real one. Like she's gonna tell you how it is. You took her brother from her.
I
She's
just
gonna
yeah, like she left you on scene, bitch.
she left
Like that's the ultimate
bad, bro.
F you in 2026. But
No, she for real was like, you, I told Davy on how I felt about her before this happened. Like she literally just
that's
like
funny
she
though.
makes.
That's interesting though because that means the sister clocked something about this chick.
I think a lot of people
Like
clock.
that's something to think about. Oh yeah, it sounded like they were kind of
They must have
like
worked at school.
yeah.
Yeah, like I think she put people through it. I think at the end of the day, it's just a very insecure little girl that has no structure, and she will continue to be as destructive as she is until she gets structure. And it might be a little too late because she's literally in the system.
I hope she has the most structure she can have now for the next 15,
15 years
hopefully more
ago.
than 15. Apparently, she has like 36 discrepancies in jail or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
she's in doing the same thing. That's why I'm like, what do you mean, girl?
bruh, it's called good behavior. Stupid.
Nobody
Like, what are you
believes
doing,
you.
bro?
She's literally
She's
acting
she's
like
gonna
a
she's
boy.
gonna consume her. You think she's gonna get killed in there? You think she's gonna like or nah? You don't think it's that serious?
She either gotta go in there and
I think
find
she's gonna piss off like the wrong person and like I don't know.
acting little shinky shink.
I kind of I can't. I don't want to say. I don't want
I
to say that.
obviously not, but like, it's
Me
people.
not being in the center of this thing is gonna bother me. Let me move over just a little bit.
Stop. No, because that just brings me back. She's just living on this. I don't know. I feel like either it's gonna blow up.
I agree with the Son of Sam law though, and that it does need updates because there are ways of making money now that like before it was like a movie deal or a book deal, and like now it's like you shouldn't be able to be monetized on anything.
Mhm.
But then they're like, oh, but it's like contradicting freedom of speech or whatever. I don't think you should have any more freedom once you kill somebody like that.
That is crazy. I really do not think she was expecting to wake up. This is crazy. Like I was just and I'm an energy reader. I'm a people reader. Just looking at that interview, like it was just dead energy. Like
Which
you
one?
know, feel people's emotions or at least
Oh,
something.
the Netflix doc. Bro,
Yes.
she's like all ready for the doc with all her make. That shit pissed me off. Like the amount of makeup
She
she
was
has
like,
in jail
that good enough
as
for
like a waist trainer and shit. Bro, she has
no,
more fucking gym equipment than me, and I'm not in jail. Like, what the fuck?
no, I heard that she keeps getting in trouble because she's like singeing and like trying to pin like her jail uniform or whatever like tighter to her waist so it like looks more fashionable. Like that's what she's in there getting in trouble for.
This
I
girl's
don't
as dumb as a bag of rocks, dude.
know. Bird brain, bird brain. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. But yeah, no.
What do you
That
think about?
story. It's a crazy story.
Did you? Yeah, so you don't like the parents. Who do you like less, the dad or the mom? I kind of hate the
And
dad, dude.
I kind of
Did you
really, really
see like how he
don't
was
like
sitting in the court? He was like this, like I don't know. The way he was like, go back to
something
like when
about
they show them in the courthouse.
yeah,
The mom looks like worried and like normal, like a normal mom would look. But
yeah.
the dad just looks like I don't give a fuck. Like why am I here? You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude,
Something
like
about him just it kind of gives like I just show up because I have to, but then that would also explain why Mackenzie acts the way she does is because she has no structure, and I think her mom just kind of goes along with what she wants because deep down she's probably afraid of her.
what am I supposed to do? Lock her in the house?
Right. No, I think it's because he knows that she will get on him too if he tries to do anything restricting. Like I think Mackenzie runs this whole family.
But isn't it okay? So if they dated for 4 years, wasn't she
Mhm.
13 then when she was dating him?
And
She was like 13 or 14 when she started dating him then.
oh yeah.
They're 4 years apart. And so this happened. They're
Yeah.
already dating for 4 years. She's now 17 and he's 20. So like she was allowed to date somebody so much like not so much older than her. And I get it. It's like a few years, but like she's still technically a minor.
I think she was able to do whatever she wanted because her
You
parents
know?
knew she smoked weed and stuff. Like,
I'm not
I,
saying anything bad about like the dom as a person or anything like that, but
right.
just the general like obviously she could do that. So like I mean I guess that's tough though because it's like I'm trying to think like if I had a kid and like they were dating somebody that was like 4 years older than them, like
Hmm.
I think I guess I would just be a dick about it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, no, I don't think it would happen in my
You know,
house.
but like realistically, like like back in the day, like people used to get married at like 15, or whatever.
That's
So
true.
it's like that's a tough one.
It wasn't even that
But
back in the
I think, like, being involved in your kid's life at least, you know?
yeah, they really seem hands off, and, like, they come when they need to, and they show up if they have to, you know?
Okay, I wanna talk about something that I noticed. I don't know if you noticed this. I kinda want you to go back for the watch the Netflix documentary. Okay, so you remember, the scene it's not scene because it's a documentary, but I sorry, I that's how I describe everything is like a scene to me. You know when it was the police body camera, and he sat down the parents, and it was the dad on the left and the mom on the right, and he's
Okay.
like about to tell them like your daughter was involved in a car accident and 2 people died, blah blah blah. Watch that scene again or watch that part again.
Mhm.
There's a part where the guy's like, "Yeah, like 2 people are deceased. We don't know what the person's name is." And the dad looks and goes, "Dom." Like, he just says his name.
I
I'm
just
wondering
yeah,
what were you gonna say?
I remember that, I remember.
I'm wondering, like, did the dad, like,
No,
just think that because they were always together? Or, like, was it more significant the event that happened a week before that the dad was, like, just throwing a guess out there, like, "Oh my god, she killed Dom," you know?
probably. You know what? Those are
'Cause,
very
like, he, like,
good.
said it out loud, and I was like, "Oh my god, I would never say somebody's name right before someone's trying to tell me that this X person died, but I don't know who it is, and I wouldn't just say someone's name."
Right?
Like,
But also you could be right where it's
I don't
just, like,
know.
together all the time, so then he was thinking, "Oh, yeah, Dom," like, cause
Yeah,
who
because
else
he said, "Who else would she be driving?" I guess, right?
yeah. Oh, you never know. You literally never know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this whole story is crazy.
I know, dude. Did you cry watching it?
No, no. No, I
I'm
didn't because
always
I
curious.
was so taken aback by their energies. Like I told you, like, first I was
I found it sad. I think, like, the sister,
yeah,
like, when especially because, like, they were, like,
they're
adopted, and they were talking about that, and
yeah,
I was like,
they're
"Dude, are you
adopted.
kidding?"
And it seemed like they got put with a really good family and they're like, doing good. I don't that's why I just felt like both of their lives were just like this is so unnecessary. They were like young, great people, like destined for great things. Like that's kind of the vibe I was getting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I gotta link the other Davion sisters TikTok and stuff too because they have, I guess they made like a barber scholarship.
Yeah, they did for
So
yeah, and
that's good. People can like donate to that, and that's such a good thing that they decided to do. That's a
mhm.
good way to like keep his memory alive and then be able to help other people.
Yeah. One thing I did notice about like the families that were affected in this case were they went ahead like positively like they kept moving forward like in everything that they were doing because like with the sister and her podcast and the other sister and just the way she speaks out in general it's like they want to move forward they want to help other people they will never forget what happened to them obviously they're going to keep their brother's memories alive but, like, they are fighting and moving forward. Like, that's, like, the biggest thing I'm getting from them. So
Yeah, I don't think Mackenzie realizes like that. I don't think they're like I think that they will fight so hard
mhm.
to like
Realize what she took.
not just yeah, of course, but I don't think she realizes like they're gonna fight so that she never gets out. So she like all the stuff she's doing right now, she's screwing. She might as well
Yeah.
just not ever think about getting out because if
It
you're gonna act the way that you're acting right now,
yeah.
complaining about your iPad and making your mom call the jail for this and like she does realize like you're gonna if you make those people's lives a living hell in there, like
Yeah.
no like I mean maybe the guards will want her to get the hell out, but like in terms of like being able to like plead your case, right, when the time comes, like I almost feel like if she just told what happened because like the dad said, which is like it's horrible to even know the truth about what happened,
Mhm.
but what he said, what Davion's dad said when he said, "Look, no matter how hard it is for her to, like, tell what happened, like, we wanna grieve properly, and we
Yeah.
kinda wanna know, like, we just kinda wanna know really
Yeah.
what happened so that we can just because I think it's very true that, like, just acting like you don't remember, right? We don't know if she remembers or not, but I'm just saying, like, this is kinda what I think. Like, I kinda just feel like she's lying, and I wonder if years and years and years and years down the road when she finally matures a little bit,
Mhm.
if, like, that's gonna, like, really just eat away at you, and
If
you like, because I feel like if she just, like, admitted what happened, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's almost it's not it's not good. You still killed people, like, that's horrible, but, like, I think
closure. It gives closure.
it's closure, but, it woulda started her off on the right foot.
Mhm.
And I feel like now she's so far into this lie or whatever, right? This is her
Yeah.
truth or whatever, but I just don't believe it. I just don't believe
Well, because now
that y
saying that it was like a medical thing, where she's like her blood
but
pressure.
okay, but if you pass out at the wheel, your foot's not gonna go all the way down to the gas.
No, it's gonna be some
What
type
is
of
it? I mean, I is
that's
there record of that ever happening? I not that I know of.
that's a really broad statement for me to make, but
I don't know that of that ever happening. That doesn't sound like that
Mhm.
makes sense.
Right.
Um, let's just say that did happen and you passed out. The car's not gonna continue to accelerate necessarily. There's
Yeah.
also 2 people in the car, like, I don't know. I don't know.
There
I
was
I
like
wonder what coulda happened.
there was like a jerk situation, I guess, like a mile or so before they hit the building. And the police were speculating that maybe it was like Dom or maybe even Davion like trying to like pull the wheel back because she was like kind of going crazy. So I don't know. It was very interesting to see the car records of like what was going on and like how her foot never let up. It was literally 100, 100, 100. No breaks, like nothing. Like that was very interesting to see in the documentary. That's why I said I feel like Netflix set up like the storyline. It was nice to see everything or what they could share or whatever. Like it was nice to see that. But like the math is not mathing. The math is just not mathing.
Yeah, I think what they thought like, there could have been something I think there was also, like, something in the road that recently got fixed because the dad explained this in an interview. There was,
Mhm.
like, some sort of something in the road where, like, certain cars, if you went too fast, like, you would kinda bottom out.
Mhm.
I don't know if that's true, but that's a possibility, right? Is, like, they could be like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, stop," and then she's like, "No, whatever," but and then the car also went into neutral on accident and then went back into drive, which is weird, you
That's
know?
weird.
That
Yeah.
that only happens when you, like, accidentally hit it, right? Which, um you could tell if that happens though, if you're have your foot on the gas all the way down because it's gonna like, it's gonna do that sound and then you're gonna put it back in gear. Um, yeah, I just don't believe
Yeah.
that a medical emergency would necessarily mean that, you would just accidentally like, I just don't know, like,
Crash
what
that fast into a building without any type of let up. Like, cause even your body would probably go limp at some point, which means you would not still be able to, like, push down.
well, she's also never had like, those instances in the car. I read a lot of comments that people talked about, like, they actually have POTS and they've never had, like, a car incident, and they actually say, like, it actually happens more when they stand up
Mhm.
from sitting down
Yeah.
or something, like, that usually doesn't happen when they're sitting down. I don't know, I'm obviously, we're just speculating stuff and discussing it, but, um, I think that she crashed out, literally and figuratively,
Mhm.
and her parents believe her because 'cause they're fucking morons, and they don't wanna believe the truth, and I think she's
And they
evil. You have to be, like, fucking evil to look at somebody in a car and know that you're gonna drive into a building, like, what the fuck?
told her she didn't care. She still wears that attitude, like she doesn't care. If it's not about Mackenzie, then it's just the attitude she gives off. And so of course I'm not gonna think, oh yeah, she completely didn't do this. No, 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 no. It's quite the opposite. Like quite the opposite.
I think my advice for her, if I were her lawyer or whatever, I mean,
Mhm.
if I were her lawyer, I probably wouldn't want her to, like, admit the truth, right? But
Fair.
if I were, like, you know, if preservation of life, if she actually wants to preserve her, like, actual life that she has, which is,
Mhm.
it's so unfortunate that 2 people had to die, but I just don't believe that she doesn't remember, so it's like, dude, just tell it, like, just not don't you don't have to tell the public, but, like, tell the families what happened for
Okay.
real.
Yeah.
Tell the judge how much remorse you feel and that there's something fucking wrong with you, you don't know what it is. You had some sort of anger outburst. I don't know, people talked about, like, she could have borderline personality disorder. I don't really know,
I
but
could.
the way that that video sounded, you coulda told me that was, like, the video of her in the car, and I would've, like, believed it because it, like, that video matches up with that kinda action, you know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, it does. So I have no remorse for her. I just have nothing. I
I
just
just
feel I
hate,
wish she
like
would admit something. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, everybody just kinda wants to know, but the thing is, like, it doesn't really matter because no argument even justifies, what she did, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's just I think it's a natural human instinct curiosity thing. I just think what's funny is, like, the consensus around the world is that people are just not fooled by her, like, we could see the sociopath all over her face,
Yeah.
and everything she says is super scripted.
Yes. Very much.
And then she goes to her lawyer, "Did I say everything? Okay,
That is the part that got me.
I just don't wanna, like, say too much or sound crazy." I'm like, "Bro, stop, bro.
Not
Like,
saying
you're not even a good actress, like, stop." Like,
anything. It's rough out here. It's rough out here for Mackenzie Schroll.
she doesn't
Like,
even deserve the
wait,
J.O. nickname that she has, okay?
what is it?
Because this girl I don't even wanna say it, bro.
Say it.
No, dude.
Say it.
It rhymes with killer.
You
And her
say it.
last name you know her last name?
Yes. Okay,
Okay.
but
I'm just
like,
saying, like
why? You're not even that cool.
no, that's what I'm saying, like, it's
You're not even that
like,
cool.
in jail, like, no one's gonna give you are they really for real in jail that they're, like, giving like, she doesn't deserve that nickname. First of all, she won't even admit that she really did it.
Do you wanna know what it's giving?
Like, stand on business and just tell the truth. What?
The cash me outside girl.
Somebody
The
else said that.
It's giving that because it's the
Like,
same
wannabe gangster.
like, it's the same attitude. It's
You
like,
know
it's
what's funny too? You know
what?
what's so funny? Strongsville is like the suburb, like, rich white neighborhood. That's what's
Oh,
the funniest shit about this whole
look at
thing. Like,
so like
nobody's a gangster that lives there, like, stop.
I think I've seen, like, those parody videos. There's, like, people from this place, and they're acting like this. It's
Did
like,
you
you don't have to do
did
this.
you see the TikTok? There's, like, a TikTok of a guy, and he has, like, these eyelashes, and he goes, "I'm Mackenzie Sharilla, and I don't even eat McChicken, so I would not kill my boyfriend." Like, it's so
Hey,
funny, dude.
oh, yes, apparently, and I heard that she was just, like, the healthiest eater. I was like, "Okay, I love that we're comparing this to that because, like, your attitude is dirty." Like, that's what you're not getting. It's like, it's
Yeah, you're
your
so
attitude.
healthy, but your
Like,
soul is fucking
yeah,
tainted and dark and black,
yeah,
and you're going to hell. Cool.
sure, your body is healthy, but oh my gosh, what is your soul talking about?
I
It's
I hope she
rough.
finds God because I guarantee you if she doesn't get eaten up by guilt, it she's just a sociopath. If in 5 or 10 years from now, she doesn't admit
Mhm.
or something, she literally is just so
It's gonna
evil.
it's gonna eat her up.
Because a normal person, okay, you or me, and we're like, we have a secret. horrible thing happened. Bro, I couldn't last a freaking hour telling this. I would have to tell this is what happened, dude. I
Mhm.
can't hold bad stuff like that in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
That's me personally, but like
yeah.
there if somebody can hold this lie forever, you're in fucking insane, dude.
Something wrong. Yep. Something is wrong. And the vibes were just giving that something is off. Just
Yeah,
off.
something's off, guys. I hope
And
you watch it. It was a really interesting documentary. I cried a little bit. I hope you don't cry too much. It doesn't make you too sad.
yeah.
But you know, remembering, I mean, they were just young, basically young kids, young adults. You know,
19
it's
20. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm gonna link Davion's sister's TikTok. I'm gonna link the foundation that they have to give a scholarship to somebody to go to barber school. I think that's a really good cause and something I wanted to emphasize in this video. Also, the Dom and Davion's law that Dom's sister is trying to get going, and she has her own podcast called The Big Sister Unhinged. I'll also link that. I actually might email her and see if I can get like an interview with her or something. That would be cool, you know, and just kind of talk more about that specific part is like the law portion of it. We'll see. I mean, you never know. I might shoot my shot and see, um,
Go ahead.
to put more emphasis and light on that. But yeah, do you have any more words about this?
No, I do think overall it was a good documentary. You guys should go watch it for sure. Um, Definitely form an opinion. Just because there is so many things out, just form an opinion for yourself. I would suggest for sure after watching. Yeah.
I'm curious, like, who thinks she's innocent and like
Yes.
why? Because there's
Her
like a whole
I saw some
free
things on
Mackenzie
TikTok.
Shirla.
It was like, my husband's cousin is Mackenzie Shirla, and I think she's innocent. It's like heart, heart, heart. Like it's like all it's like mixed things, like family members that believe she did it on purpose and some that don't. So there
Well, I
are
guess her friend Rosie doesn't think she did it on purpose. But then
yeah,
I'm thinking, what benefit do they have for like pinning it on her? Like, there's no benefit in pinning it on somebody if it was just a legit accident. You know what I mean? I'm like, that's
it
what I'm
would
saying.
be
Like,
the
the
it would be
evidence pointed for.
premeditated because of what she was saying, telling Don that she's gonna end his life and she's upset. Oh, I'm gonna crash the car. Like that's premeditated, and especially if it happened, that's the problem. It happened, and there was word of you saying that a week before, or even other instances before. The fact of the matter is that it happened. So now it's like murder.
Yeah, yeah. So that's, I guess they had to prove intent.
They have to prove something. Yeah, and she's not giving them anything. So that is
They have to look at the
like that.
evidence and the black box. Basically, you're going 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like.
Insane.
I don't even like. The thing is, like, it's hard to even drive 100 miles an hour on the freeway
Mhm.
sometimes.
At 80, I'm
Like,
like,
but to be on a road like, that's just like a road. That's not like a freeway road.
that
That's
wasn't
just
even
like a
freeway.
suburban road, like a suburban neighborhood.
Yeah.
100 miles an hour is like fast as fuck, dude.
That something's wrong. Mm-mm.
Okay, she has some screws loose. We agree.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I don't even think the screws were ever there in the first place,
The screws were
to be completely honest. I don't think the
She got
manufacturer
dropped. She was dropped as a kid, and then her parents were like, "Oh, you didn't do
no,
anything wrong. You
somebody
didn't even
dropped the
fall."
parents first. Somebody
Oh,
dropped the parents
dang!
first, and then
You guys heard it here first. Mackenzie Shirley's parents got dropped first.
oh,
See, whatever weed they smoke, it must be really good out there because
bro,
they can't even
something
drive,
they
bro.
can't even drive.
I don't. The thing is though about weed, I don't know anyone that smokes weed and drives hella fast. Like they're
No,
always
because
driving.
when
They're
you're
always driving slow with their lights off. I'm like, dude, turn your lights on, bro.
yeah, so like, and you know what? I would like to circle back and say that in the documentary they did emphasize like she does this stuff normally. None of that was the reason why she crashed the car. Like she's
Well,
always like,
that's what they were saying. They were saying, you know, she drove and smoked so much that
yeah,
they don't think that it really would have impaired her driving as much. And they
right.
have the video of her taking the turn in a controlled do fucking grandma manner, and then you're over here being Speedy Gonzalez.
And that's so crazy. This whole story is crazy.
That's fucking sad, dude. Like, oh my god, I can't even think of that happening to anyone in my family. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Alexis and I kind of go over our opinions and everything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching another episode of Lucy's Paradise Podcast. Aloha.
Aloha.
Yee.